Hello everybody, welcome back to LilyLuLou. If you're new here, my name's Karen, I'm the Junk Journal Geek, and today I'm finishing off this Christmas trifold. I've been sitting here this morning while I was waiting for my shopping to be delivered, working on it, and my shopping's just come and I wanted to get this finished, so I thought I'd just turn the camera on and carry on with you all. So I hope you are all happy and well. My glue stick has basically run out and I forgot to put one on my shop today, so I'm using my what's this my art glitter glue at the moment. So these the big tags in the background here are from the kit that I was using. I forgot to say, this was, if you haven't seen the previous videos, this is a design team project for Vals Crafts Creations, and I'm using her vintage Christmas kit. I've done 2 videos already using this kit, and today I'm finishing off, and I've introduced another couple of kits just because I wanted a bit of variety. So I'm just trying to get this girl roughly where I want her, but I want her standing on these words, so I don't want to stick the bottom down till I've got these words in place. So that's why I'm faffing, in case you're wondering why it's taking me so long to stick one thing down. So yes, these little elves that I'm using on these tags, so the tag bases are part of the vintage Christmas kit, and all I've done is stuck them down onto some white cards that I had left over from making the place cards for my daughter's wedding. The sentiments are from the kit. That's not on at all straight. Well done, Karen. And these little elves are from Tailor-Made Creations, I believe. They come, if you've been here before, you'll have seen them in a previous video. Oh yes, I used them on the front, didn't I? Oh, a bit low down there. They come like this, so they could be tags in their own right, and I've just cut out some of the little people to use. So this one, I want her feet to come over the word like that. So if I put a little bit of glue on the tip of her toe, I can get her in place, and then I can stick the whole thing down. That would have been easier on the last one, wouldn't it? So yes, I'm in the middle of packing all of the December curated cash boxes, so I think I will pop this in someone's box, so I want to get it finished. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, the curated cash is my membership. It's like a subscription box. It's a monthly mystery box of things for your stash if you are a junk journaler in the UK. And yes, it's time for me. You can sign up. Anyone that signs up between the 1st and the 7th of the month gets their box that month, and then from the 7th onwards you go on to the following month, and then between the 7th of the month and about the middle of the month, I work on curating the boxes, get everything together. That's not very straight. And yeah, I aim to send the boxes out in the middle of each month to make sure everyone gets their box by the end of the month, and then we start again the following month. So at the time of recording this, I'm just getting the boxes ready to be posted out for the December boxes. And I include something handmade in every box, and I thought, oh, I'll pop this in one of the boxes, so somebody will get this as a little surprise in their box. Each box is completely different because as junk journalers, we reuse items, don't we? So everything I send out has come from, well, not everything, most things I send out have come from either auctions, antique shops, charity shops, boot sales, craft shops, my own stash. So every box is different. That's the idea anyway. Right, I need to pop something in the top of these. So let's pop them all together and do a little hole in them. That one I want, don't I? I'll pop that about there. I think these little people are so cute, and this kit is lovely. It's, nice traditional colours, but it's not bright and in your face. It's exactly how I like it, because it's, it's a vintage inspired kit. It's called Vintage Christmas, so it's, the colours are quite soft and muted. So we pop some eyelets in these, and I'm not worrying about the colours, I'm just using whatever comes out. And then we'll find something to pop in the top, and then what I need to do is make a closure and decide if I'm going to put anything on the front. Look at that, 3 gold eyelets in a row. If I was trying to pick out gold ones, I'd be picking out anything but, wouldn't I? These holes are not quite in the middle, but we're just going to go with it. So, as I've said before, with this, I think this green is too bright because, as I say, the colours in this are quite muted. So I'm looking for something else to pop in here. What have we got? No, that won't work. Just run it. Oh, I've got some Christmas ribbon there. Is that too bright? Might pop that one in there because it sort of goes with her. I need to stock up on some more sari silk ribbon. My favourite things to use are sari silk ribbon, crinkled seam binding, and that gauzy ribbon. Can't think of the right word at the moment. But, the ribbon that's sort of see-through. They're my favourite things to use in my journals, but obviously they're junk journals, so I use whatever I have to hand, whatever I've collected, whatever I've found. Oh, that wasn't very straight, never mind. There we go, so that's one. We'll pop her in the middle and then find something. I don't think I'm going to need these anymore, so let's put this away before I end up spilling them all over the place. Ask me how I know. Right. That's going to be too thick. What else have I got here? trying to use what I have to hand rather than disappearing and go and bringing more stuff to my desk. I'm not sure if I have anything quite like, now I was going to use this for the closure, so let's take this out now that I've seen it. It's all tangled up with something. Let's just cut it there. We don't want to be untangling things on camera, do we? I don't know what this was off of. I think it was off of bedding, when they wrap ribbon all around it. Don't know about that. It's a bit bright. The rest of the red is, as I say, it's quite muted, subtle. Don't really want that peachy colour. Can't see anything I do want. I only see things I don't want. Got all sorts of rubbish in here. How about some of that? Not sure about that. Might have to go and have a rummage elsewhere. Oh, I do have another jar of ribbon in front of me. I keep seeing something that I think is dark green, and then when I look again it's brown. It must be the light in here. Let's pop them in there. Let's have a quick look in this jar and see what we've got. Otherwise I'm going to have to disappear. Oh, it's still a bit bright, isn't it? Oh. That's the same red. Oh, here's that dark green that I thought I was looking at. I wonder if I could make that work. Yeah, as I was saying, I need to restock on my sari silk ribbon because I've hardly got any left. I think a nice big floppy ribbon would look nice at the top of these, but if I haven't got it, I can't do it. Right, I've got this. That's still quite bright, isn't it? Or this. Now, could I make half of this work for each one? Might be able to. Shall I cut it and be daring and see? You can always use it for paper clips if it's not enough. Will I get it through the hole? It's another question, because this ribbon is quite thick. Where's my pokey tool? I'll try not to knock the camera as I reach for my pokey tool and see if I can poke this through. I'm actually just poking through the ribbon rather than... Come on, Karen. Sure you can do it. I have the utmost confidence in you. I'm bending the tag as I'm trying to get it in. These tags could do with going under something heavy. Right, let's see if I can just tie it at the top. Put one. Oh, goodness sake. Maybe turning the camera on wasn't such a good idea. I've been motoring along this morning. As soon as I put the camera on, I start faffing. Right. Let's just tie that. right. Let's just do a little bit of a zhuzh on the end. I always have to think about that when I'm doing it. If you do it the other way, you end up with a point instead of a valley, you get a mountain. Right, so that's that one. Put that back at the back there. This probably won't shut now with that big fat ribbon in it, but never mind. Never mind, we're going for it. Look, I've been on camera 5 minutes. Well, no, 15 minutes actually. Look at the state of my desk already. Mind you, it wasn't tidy to start with, was it? Again, this ribbon is something that was tied around something I bought, which is why there's only a little bit of it. So I'm trying to tie this without actually damaging the tag. And then what I thought I would do is I'm going to see if I can find a couple of buttons, which I should have looked for before I turned the camera on, but I didn't think about it. Well, I must have thought about it. I thought about what I wanted to do, but I didn't think about going and finding the buttons. To make the closure on the front of the actual... Sorry if my arm is right in front of you there. Let's make some space, put the red away, leave out the baker's twine, so I want to use that. And let's show you where we are. So that's how it's looking at the moment. Yeah, it's going to be a bit squidgy when we close it, but hey ho. So I thought if I put a button on there and a button here, then I can wrap the twine around to be like a policy closure. And obviously whoever gets this can take all these things out and use it however they want to use it. I've just, you know, I'm just making it pretty, doing what I like, but whoever gets this may not like what I've done, may want to use this in a different way. So I was going to keep this and use it myself for Christmas bits, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to give it away as a little thank you to somebody for subscribing. Subscribing to my subscription box, not subscribing to my channel, just to be clear. Don't want anybody to feel disappointed. Right, so buttons. Let's have a look at buttons. I do have a tin of buttons here, and I've got 2 more. No, they're not buttons, they're sparkly bits. That's the wrong tin, Karen. I've got some little buttons in here. I haven't decided yet if I want to do any more decoration on the front or not. So you could have something like that. Let's pop that on there while we're doing this. There. You can't see this, can you? These are not really Christmassy colours in there. This one, I have no idea what's in here. A whole mix. Oh, I'm getting warm. I'm stripping off now. It looks more pink than red, doesn't it? Oh, that looks like a nice red one. Looks red here. I'm not sure what it looks like on camera. That's another purple one. Can't really have one with the shank on, although it'd be handy for winding the ribbon round. Have I already looked at that one? It would be too tricky to affix because I don't want to sew these on, because it will show on the other side. I want to stick them on, so I really want something with a flat back. I can't decide if these are too pink or if they're all right. I'm going to end up with thousands of buttons on my desk, aren't I? Oh, there's one. Is that the same? It looks the same. We'll go with that one. So keep those little ones out in case I want them for something else. Try and clear these out of the way. And I'm just deciding how to do this. Or I could just put one button on and wrap the baker's twine around the whole thing. Let's have a look and see what we think looks nicer. Put these out the way, back on the floor. So we could either have a button there and a button there, and can you stay there, please? Thank you. And we could just sort of wind that round. Like that. Or we could have a button there and we could wind that round. I might do that and just put the button on the one side. So which side did we want to have on top? That's the question, because it can go either way. Need a little bit more gold on there, I think. Where's my gold? Let's do it when I think of it, otherwise I'll forget. Right. Just deciding what I want as the front. I think I want that as the front. So I am going to attempt, I don't know if I need a needle to do this. Let me think. I will want, just trying to decide if I want the string to come out at the back or at the front. I think I want it to come out at the back. So I'm threading this through, that's handy, using a bigger button. I've got room to thread this through without having to find a needle. So then if I stick that on there, this can go round close like that. And I can leave the strings the same length. That will look quite pretty, I think. Yep, I think that's what I'll do. So I can either put my glue gun on. I'll get the U-hoo out, it'll be quicker, won't it? Otherwise we'll have to wait for the glue gun to heat up. So, do you think I need to tie this, or will the glue do the job? I'll tie it just in case. So I'm just going to tie a knot on the back of here. Oh my goodness me. Don't pull it that hard, Karen. Wow. Couldn't have done that if I tried. If I was trying to break that, I wouldn't have had the strength. Okay, so our twine's going to be a little bit shorter. Actually, will it be long enough now? Better double check. It should be. Right, let's try that again. Can't remember which way I started now. In there. And I've just taken my jumper off and now I'm cold again. Let's go from this end. Oh, why doesn't the white want to go through? Come on, did the last one simply. Now you're playing about. I don't want to go and get a needle. One. Come on. Come on, you know you want to go through there really. Goodness gracious me, it's like watching me thread a needle, isn't it? I might as well have just done that in the first place. So I'll get this closure on and then I'll show you exactly what I've done. I've just realised I need to go the other way. I'm just thinking if I can, yeah I can. If I can get that one in there. I think this is where I broke it. The twine isn't, you know, it's not got a nice sharp edge, which is why it doesn't want to go through. I want the twine to come through at the back, don't I? So I need to pop that through there. And that one through there. Okay, now let's try and tie that off a bit more gently this time. Do I want, how much do I want hanging? It's going to have to do. You're not going to want to watch me thread another one to make the twine longer. Let's just go with the flow. So we'll pull that, but not quite as hard as we did last time. And then I'm going to pop some hoo-hoo on the back of that button. And hope this works. Just give that a little minute to grab. So that will wrap round there and go around there. I moved it too quickly. So while that's drying, let me show you what I have done. So if you didn't see the previous parts of the video, this trifold is made with 2 standard DL size window envelopes and one non-window envelope that was slightly wider, and I just attached the 2 window envelopes, one each side. I popped the little elves in behind the windows and then covered everything with the vintage Christmas paper. So I've covered the back and the 2 covers, and then I stitched around everything, put some ribbon trim on the bottom and some crochet trim at the top just to finish it off. And then inside here I put a pocket on each section. So we've got a pocket here, a pocket here and a pocket here, but on these 2 edges I took some ephemera from the kit and made a second little tuck spot, and then put this little sentiment on top with some lace behind, and then I've cut out the tags that were with the kit. And on this one I've added one of the gnomes, Christmas gnomes. They are from Bumfuzzle Boutique on Etsy. There's other videos showing me working with these. And then just pop that sentiment on the bottom. So he goes in there, and then at the back here, this is just as it's come from the kit. I've just added a little eyelet and a little piece of ribbon, backed that onto white card so that you've got space to write, and then you've seen me do this, stuck down the elf and the holly jolly and added the bow, so they go in the back there. And I've done exactly the same on this side. So we've got another gnome with the word joy, then we've got another smaller tag from the kit and a larger one. And then in the middle here, you may remember the kit pages when I did the flip through in the first video. There were journaling pages in the kit that I said I wasn't going to use. Well, I lied. I took a few of those, printed my own tea-tied scanned paper on the other side, and just what have I done? Stapled them together to make a little notepad, and covered the staples with some washi tape to make it look a bit prettier. And then that's the 3rd tag that I've made in exactly the same way in there. And then, as you have just seen, I've added this button, which I hope is going to hold to work. I'm not going to pull it tight because it's not dried yet, obviously, but that will hopefully hold everything closed. If I have trouble with this, I will put a longer length of, I'll take it off and do it again and put a longer length of twine on there. But there you go, you can see sort of how it's going to work once it's finished. Yeah, I might make that piece of baker's twine a little bit longer. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me work on this. I was umming and ahhing whether to put some sort of extra decoration on the front, but I quite like the simplicity of that. I love the paper, I love these little elves, so I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll be back again as soon as I can with some more videos for you. In the meantime, stay safe, look after yourselves, and if you are one of my subscription box members and you happen to receive this in your box, please let everyone know what you thought of it. Tag me, post on social media and tag me, and let me know what you think of seeing it in real life. Thank you for joining me, as I say, and enjoy your own crafty time. Bye.